It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior Live. I'll be your host today. Please put in the chat where you're from and who you are. When we start reviewing the news articles, if you want to look at our Facebook page, just click here and you can follow the articles along as we go. See you in a moment. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. It's Tech for Senior Live. It is May the 12th, and it's the day after Google I/O. So lots of interesting announcements, lots of things we're going to be talking about on the show today. I guess one of the things that's important to let everyone know is who we are and what we do. Well, this is Tech for Senior Live, and we're going to talk about the news over the past week, and that's what's I'm going to introduce everyone in the next few minutes. Then we're going to have a few videos I'm going to show you, and then we're going to go over the information on our Facebook page, which is all the tech news for the past week. We also have, if you do happen to miss this and you want to move on to another, you want to watch this again, we tape this, and it does go to our podcast. So it'll be out on a podcast tomorrow, Tech for Senior Live on all the major podcast networks. We also have our big show is, of course, our Monday show. We have the same gang. It's the same gang that I'm going to introduce in a minute is there on our Monday show. And on Monday, we have more of a structured show. It's a Zoom meeting, and then we broadcast that out to YouTube. This, of course, is not a Zoom meeting. So if you are over on our Zoom channel and you've logged in for where we usually have our Monday meeting, we'll see you Monday. We'll be there in a few days. Otherwise, you better leave and come over either to our Facebook page where you can see the show, or of course go over to our YouTube channel. And of course, the links to both those are found on our website, www.techforsenior.com. Now, before I'm going to just introduce everybody in a second, but while I'm doing that, we have no idea if we're just talking to ourselves or if anyone's listening out there. We can't tell how many people are listening. So if you would be so kind as to maybe put who you are and where you're from in the chat, and let us know that you're out there. We'll acknowledge that in a minute, and we'll say hello to you. If you have any questions for any of our learned group today, we're more than happy to answer questions for you. We have a lot of technology to talk about today. Some of it you may be interested in. A lot of new stuff has happened. And I'm going to introduce the group that we have to talk about it today. The first person I want to introduce, of course, is the co-host of our Monday show, Huey Popluck from Bradenton, Florida. Huey.
Yep. Just south of Tampa and just north of Sarasota.
There you go. And how is your week going?
Actually, pretty good. Been busy.
Right.
And the weeks just fly by. But this week's got so much news. It's been hard keeping up with it all.
Yes. We've got a learning Chromebooks coming up. Do you know those things fly by so fast now?
I know.
Do you know what? We've got another, we do a monthly show on learning Chromebooks, and we've done it for 2 years now. And we do a show, and it's the fourth Thursday of every month. And man, it just keeps coming around awful fast. I guess we're getting older, eh?
Yep. And the Chrome OS 101 was released.
I know, I got it
this morning.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yep.
Yeah, I did. Right. And then next on the list of introductions is our technical expert, the security guy, the the only person I know from Meadow Lake in New Mexico, Bob Gustisha.
Good morning.
There you go. Is your mailing address Meadow Lake or is it Los Lunas?
It's Las Lunas.
Oh, it's Los
Meadow
Lunas.
Lake is a community that's about 10 miles outside of Las Lunas itself.
Okay, but the mailing address is Los Lunas.
Right.
Ah, okay.
We are
Cool.
not an incorporated village, so this is just a community. There's 6,000 people up here. Las Lunas sits down in the valley, and we're up on top watching everybody in Las Lunas.
So what's your elevation?
About 5,000.
Oh, 5,000 feet.
Yep.
Wow. Speaking of up in the mountains, it's let me talk about our music director for our Monday show. And he has a lot of accolades I keep talking about. But the one thing they all say about Ray is he's a nice guy. And I want him to tell us why everyone says that about you.
Because they don't really know me. You know, what was that famous movie line where do nice guys finish?
Oh, whenever I say, I know Ray Baxter, they always say, oh, yeah, and he's such a nice guy, and I just don't,
I'm going to give you my ex-wife's phone number.
Oh,
Let's see.
Yes, indeed. Well, anyway, it's nice to have everybody here. Now, the thing that is interesting, of course, is that we all know what's happening, but a lot of people listening to this, maybe on the podcast, or maybe some new people listening out there today, wouldn't know that we're not in a studio. We're not all together sitting in one room, right? I mean, we're actually in two different countries. We're all over the place. I'm in the West Coast on an island, Vancouver Island. Huey's in Florida on the other side of the continent there. Bob's sort of, I guess, would you be in the middle? No, I guess you're more east. Would you call?
No, Midwest.
Midwest.
Actually, I'm south and I'm in the west.
In the west, eh? Okay.
Yeah, I'm right next to Arizona. So
okay, so you're neighbors with Ray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ray, of course, is from Pine, Arizona, which is just north of Mesa, where I spent 10 years. Yeah. So that's good. So we're all over the place, and through StreamYard, we're able to get together and put on the show.
And we do have some visitors out there.
We do. Let's have a look at that. Bob Baxter, Bellevue, Washington. Bob's a regular. Welcome, Bob. Steve Powell, Kirkland, 49 degrees and rain. Yep, we're sending you the rain down. Yeah, we got it here. And Mike Hungerman, sunny Florida. Mike did a great job on our Monday show last week on Proton Mail. Mike, just to let you know, we're already seeing Proton Mail email addresses surface. So your talk did some good. People are already changing. Sally, colder than from Kirkland, Washington. Colder than lots of rain. Yeah, you know what happened to me this week? I put my hanging baskets out. I got them at Costco, put them out, and immediately it turned cold. And the rain and the wind, oh my gosh. Jolyn, greetings from low country of South Carolina. A sad day for online communities with the news that Cousin Russ passed away yesterday.
Yes.
I didn't know that. For those of you who don't know, Jolyn and Huey and myself are a member of a community, and it's a techie community, and we usually meet once a day for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and Michael Daniels, who's sort of the leader, gives a tech tip talk, and then we usually sit around and talk for an hour because we're all techies and have shows and stuff like that, and we talk about different things. And of course, Russ was, of course, there for many years, 2 or 3 years. Russ has always been there, and wow, he passed away. John, I'm so sorry about that.
He's been on our show a couple of times too.
Yeah. He seemed fine the last time. I think I saw him a couple of days ago. I did enjoy Google I/O, my favorite Pixel 7, and the translator. Yes, we're going to talk about those today. Yeah, for sure. Edwin Harrell, Shelby, North Carolina.
Yep.
Now, welcome, Edwin. I think, is Edwin new? Is this your first experience? I think I haven't seen Edwin here before. So,
I don't recognize the name either.
big shout out and hello and thank you, Edwin, for coming. That's great. Bill H. Hi from rainy Willamette Valley in Oregon. 18 watching with 4 thumbs up and likes. Maureen Glenn, good morning from Victoria. Maureen, I'm sorry we're sending you this terrible rainy weather. It's not going to be a very nice day out. Irving, greetings from Ottawa, Canada. Temperature is 28 degrees and sunny. But of course, that's centigrade now. That's not Fahrenheit. So, Irving, welcome. I think Irving, I've seen Irving on the show before. Yeah. So welcome anyway from Ottawa. That's great. I was saying to everyone that we have, if you look at in replays, we have about 90 people that watch the show, plus 50 on Facebook. So we're up to about 140 people, which is pretty good, I think, for the show. It's becoming more and more popular. And so that means thank you so much for everyone coming and listening. Thank you so much. Maybe we're saying the right things or doing the right things. And I don't know. But anyway, thank you.
We're not insulting too many people. So
yeah, well, yeah, that is a for sure. Now, listen, you guys, I'm going to work you hard today. We have a big show, and I've got lots of things happening here. We've got lots to talk about because Google I/O. So I'm going to put you to work early, and we're going to watch some videos first of all, and then we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to do, of course, our news of the week that we'll be doing in a minute. But so the first, all right. So I was with a friend yesterday and driving around in my car. And he was talking about this next product, and it's pretty impressive. And I don't know if I hadn't heard about this, but maybe you guys have. But I want you to watch and listen to this first video, and we'll talk about, as we move in, we'll talk about this.
Elon Musk just released the Tesla phone in public. If production goes as planned, the Tesla smartphone will be available for purchase later this year. At first, the Tesla Model Pi phone will be launched in the United States, then to other countries such as Australia, the United Kingdom, India, and others. Join us today in this video as we explore the release of the Tesla Pi phone by Elon Musk. There has been a lot of excitement ever since Tesla's plans of manufacturing a concept smartphone were leaked out to the public. Major players in the smartphone industry such as Apple, Samsung, and Huawei have also been thrown into confusion. The mock-up design of the Tesla Pi phone was made as early as 2018. Antonio De Rosa is the man behind the design of the smart gadget. You can be sure to expect a high-quality phone given Antonio's rich experience in developing iPhones in Apple. The talented designer has come up with a device that will turn the smartphone industry upside down. The Tesla Model Pi phone will have a real-time GPS service. The instantaneous GPS service will be enabled by the Starlink constellation satellites. A real-time GPS surely seems quite possible with Starlink's coverage, and a phone could greatly capitalize on it if it's made exclusive. As such, its top-quality GPS capacity will immediately update any new streets in a given city. The just-released Model Pi phone will make GPS imaging and pathfinding services easier. The GPS feature will be a big plus to the Tesla cars that are also expected to go fully autonomous. The smartphone will also work in forests and mountains as it has a satellite network connection, unlike the normal phones that lose connection in such areas as they use a cellular connection. People are always curious to know the price of any product when it's being released, and the case is no different for the Tesla Model Pi phone. Even before we mention the price, it is necessary that Tesla's smartphone is a futuristic phone that has exceptional features. The price of the Tesla Pi phone will be in the high range of smartphones because it has a rare specification that is very costly. We can say that the price of this smartphone will be greater than the iPhone. The concept smartphone will attract a price of around $800 to $1,200. Once you have been impressed by the properties of a phone and are comfortable with the price, the next thing is definitely to make an order or buy the phone. It is important for you to understand the pre-ordering process of Tesla so that you will be among the first people that will get the phone as soon as it is available for purchase. If Tesla continues to follow the same patterns as before, pre-ordering will most likely be done via their website.
All right. I had to play that because, of course, did you guys know about the Tesla phone? I did not know
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Did you guys know that?
Yep.
No.
Oh, Huey, did you know that?
No.
You didn't know? No, I didn't.
I
My
don't think
friend.
it's real.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's going to be out this year. It's going to be
Oh.
out this year, and it's real. And I when I was driving around with my friend yesterday, he said, "Yeah, did you watch the videos on the Tesla phone?" I said, "What?" And it's for sure real. And so
I wonder
anyway,
if a model Tesla will come with it to entice you to also buy the car.
or if you have to buy a Tesla car to get the
Mm.
phone.
Yeah, that's the bonus gift.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see because I think that certainly it's got some unique features as you saw, and it will be it might be a way of getting sort of a bit of Tesla without having to spend $100,000.
You spend $100,000 for the phone, they throw in a car for free.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. So anyway, just to let everyone know, I know we're going to be talking about Google stuff today, but I really just wanted to set the stage by bringing that up, just so everyone knows about that. All right, now we all watched the Google I/O event, or we watched the Google yesterday and the day before. It was on Wednesday, and there was a number of announcements made. And the first, of course, was the Pixel 6a. Now, Bob and I both have the Pixel 6, but the interesting, let's just watch the video and then we'll talk a little bit about this.
Come through with it. Serve it. What they gonna do about it? Woo! Get loose. Acting brand new. Can you keep it cool about it? Ay, you good there. Ay, you good there. Je ne sais quoi, je ne sais quoi, je ne sais quoi, je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi, je ne sais quoi, je ne. You got that, je ne sais quoi, je ne sais quoi, je ne. You got that, je ne sais quoi.
So, 449. So it's going to be that's 449 US. I should look. What is it? What is the US on the 6? Is it? I think it's around $700. Is it? $800. Okay.
Well, it depends.
Depends,
there's also the Pro.
Yeah.
And the Pro is in that price range.
So now it's pretty impressive. They also announced the Pixel 7 coming out, of course, in the fall, which will have some new stuff, of course. But I think this is going to be a hot phone. I think the price point of this phone, it's going to have the amazing cameras. It's going to have the Pixel 5 chip in it, so it'll have it's not going to have the same chip that the Pixel 6 has in it, but it's going to have it's going to be fast and very interesting. So I think this is going to be a big seller. And it has the magic eraser in it as well. So even though the cool thing is the magic eraser that only works in the Pixel phone.
Did you notice yesterday in the I/O, and as well as in this ad, their music is really, they're trying to appeal to the younger generations.
Mm-hmm.
They're really doing upbeat music and very very modern music.
Those are the people that are going to buy the phones, right?
Absolutely.
Those are going to people who buy the phone. So, but it's a very competitive phone. There was some news articles came out earlier this maybe a month ago saying how poorly the Pixel 6 was doing. They made a point of on Wednesday of announcing that the sales of Pixel 4 and the sales of Pixel 5, if you add those two together, Pixel 6 has sold more than 4 plus 5 altogether. So they're doing well with the Pixel phone. All right, let's keep going. And of course, this is very interesting. Bob will be interested in this. I want you to watch this.
This is a wallet, and this is Google Wallet. They both keep hold of your credit cards. Loyalty cards, gift cards, boarding passes, transit passes, vaccine cards, concert tickets, ID cards. Car keys? Well, yeah, I guess you could put those in a regular wallet. Might hurt to sit down, but... Oh, look at that. Google Wallet lets you virtually access your car keys. Is a regular wallet secure? Kinda. Not really. Maybe a chain wallet? Google Wallet, though, super secure. It gives you all the security features of your Android phone. Plus, it lets you control your data and encrypts all your purchases. Speaking of purchases, once you add your card, you can tap to pay everywhere Google Pay is accepted. You can also choose to connect Google Wallet to other Google apps, making them even more helpful. So it'll know when to send you event notifications, flight updates, and let you see your transit card balances. Okay, so maybe Google Wallet is different. In a good way. In many good ways.
I've been using it for a while already.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's great.
So
any place you can use your credit card. In most places, you can also just tap and pay.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, they were also talking about putting a number of states. They're working with the laws so that they can put your driver's license on your phone as well.
There's actually, I think, 1 or 2 states that already allow you to do that and not have to also carry your driver's license. In most states, if you have it virtually, you still have to carry the physical license. But there are a couple of states where that's no longer necessary. Of course, if somebody steals your phone, but there's so many security features built in. Even if someone steals it, that's not something they'll get a hold of. If they steal your wallet, they will.
That's
but
right.
Not if they steal your phone. So
That's right.
We do know a lot of people who are very leery of having companies like Google have all that information, have the ability to access it, and so you got to trust them an awful lot.
You have to trust somebody.
Yeah.
But one of the things they talked a lot about, and I'm not sure about, and it may be true with Google Wallet, is that the information is stored locally on your phone. It's actually not stored in the cloud. Now, I'm not sure about
partial.
Yeah.
That's
So
partially true.
But Huey, to get around that, the future, of course, is and of course with Google Translate and all the stuff that we were talking about yesterday, is that it's all going to be run locally on your phone and not in the cloud, which adds to your privacy. And they're really big on the privacy thing. So I thought it was so I plan my goal, Bob, this week. I want to set up Google Wallet, and I'm gonna definitely use that and try getting going on my watch. That's a project that I'm gonna do because I want to do some. Have you done any videos about it? Have you done any?
No.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same, Ron. But I did notice on IO that they did talk about they're working a deal with Visa, MasterCard, and I think American Express. They did not mention Discover. About you're going to be able to have a temporary number or unique number for.
That's right.
And at one time I used to do that. Bank of America had it. I'm trying to think. There were several banks and cards out there that you could get just a temporary number, tell it how much you want it to be worth. It's tied to your own number, but when you use it with a vendor, the vendor would only see this temporary number, and they could only use it up to, let's say you set it $50, you bought a $45 item. The most somebody could steal out of it would be $5 then. And I loved that. And then all of the cards kind of did away with it. So I'm glad seeing that even though it's not a bank, it's Google coming out with that ability. I'm going to look forward to seeing that.
I don't know if any of you have had the occasion to visit IRS website for anything related to your taxes. I did. And man, I could tell you, no way in heck can somebody else be you and get into your tax information, because the amount of stuff that you have to go through to actually get to your own tax return is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. It involved taking a picture of your driver's license front and back. Then you had to physically use your camera while it did a video of your face. And then there was a match between the picture on the camera and the picture on the physical wallet, the picture you sent them. And there was also verification of your phone by sending you again verification. You had to enter the number. I mean, there were so many different steps you had to go through.
Oh.
No way anybody else is going to have all of that stuff plus the initial thing to get to your account.
Yeah.
It was really amazing.
Amazing. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is Google Glasses. Now, Jolyn, who of course is listening, Jolyn Bowler, who we know very well, Jolyn actually talks about Google Glasses quite a bit because she had Google Glasses and she quite liked them. I'm not sure why she sent them back. I can't remember that, but
they did away with them. They shut it down.
Yeah, and she really liked them. So this is very interesting. Let's watch and see about. Of course, this is about Google Glasses.
My mother speaks Mandarin, and I speak English, which is a strange thing.
他讲英文我可以听得懂，可是有时候我讲不来嘛。
We'd love to be able to share with you a new prototype we've been working on. You should be seeing what I'm saying, just transcribed for you in real time, kind of like subtitles for the world.
What we're working on is technology that enables us to break down language barriers, taking years of research in Google Translate and bringing that to glasses.
You see me? Oh, sí te veo. I'm actually looking straight into your eyes, and it seems like you're looking right at me.
Oh, sí, estoy viendo lo que estás diciendo para ayudarte. Making access to information just instant and intuitive. By doing that, technology fades into the background, and we're more connected with the people and the things around us. Giving people the gift of communicating with anyone, no matter what language they speak, I think is a really powerful thing.
Que tengo que dialogar con muchas personas que solamente hablan inglés. Como magia para mí, porque voy a ver cosas que voy a entender lo que ellos dicen por completo y...
Yes, 可以互相沟通。我爱你。
Ron, I have a suggestion for Google. Hopefully they're listening to our show. What they need to do is in one of the sides include bone induction and also have it translated into that other language. When you consider what they're doing now is great for folks who have a problem with their ears. If you did the other thing and included it, it would also help those that are sight impaired.
Yes, yeah, it would. But what a cool idea. Now, one of the interesting things about this is this is a good application for the glasses.
Yep.
In glasses, we're going to do sort of...
You're freezing up, Ron.
Let me just... how am I doing now?
Go ahead.
I think you're catching up.
I think when the glasses first came out, they were, you would search the internet, you'd do this and you'd do that. They were trying to make them like a computer, whereas this application seems like, wow, this is so cool. It's just amazing. As far as if you're traveling and for people in the tourist trade, even soldiers in different countries, and they're trying to deal with different people in different languages, they could be wearing these glasses and it would tell them what people are saying. I mean, this is really pretty crazy, amazing. And then the last one, which I'm really excited about all the products we've seen. I'm not so sure I'm excited about this, and I'll tell you why.
Meet Google Pixel Buds Pro. powerful and immersive. They tune out distractions using active noise cancellation with Silent Seal that adapts to your ear. Because a quiet foundation makes for premium sound. And with Volume EQ, sound stays balanced as you turn the volume up or down. Then switch audio automatically from one device to the next, so you can go from watching your faves to, hey everyone, Google Pixel Buds Pro.
The market is really saturated with with earbuds. I don't. When I read the specs and I read everything, it just didn't seem that there was something there that was outstanding, or new, really, other than the noise cancellation. But lots of earbuds do noise cancellation. So, and the final video I have for you, I told you I was going to work you guys hard today, didn't I? I told you. So, so the last one is for Bob, but of course it's not what Bob wants. So,
first watch built inside and out by Google, and it's coming this fall with our new Pixel 7. Pixel Watch has a bold circular dome design, a tactile crown, and beautiful recycled stainless steel with customizable bands that seamlessly attach. And Pixel Watch delivers an outstanding Wear OS experience on your wrist. It features an improved Wear OS UI with more fluid navigations and smart notifications. It's all designed to be tappable, voice-enabled, and glanceable, so you can be more present at home, at work, or on the go. You can ask the assistant for help getting things done, and for those little bits of information you need throughout the day. And with Google Maps, you can get directions on the go, even without your phone. With the new Google Wallet, you can leave your physical wallet at home too. You can quickly tap to pay at the store or to ride the subway. And with the new Google Home app for Wear OS, you can turn off the lights, adjust the thermostat, or get an alert when there's a person or a package at your front door.
Can I make one observation? In the first picture, they showed a heart and your reading. If right next to it, it was a drop of blood, and underneath, it would tell me what my,
blood sugar is.
I would be the first one to purchase this new phone.
Right.
Until that happens.
There's a good many of us that feel the same way.
Yep.
Right. Huey and I both have the Galaxy Watch 4. Huey, just let you know that the announced today that the Galaxy Watch 4 Google Assistant will be available next month for the Galaxy Watch 4. So it's an update that will be there. So it just to let you know that it's something you will be getting updates, and that'll be interesting. I guess my concern with it is, and I told you guys this earlier before the show, is that there was nothing really special about this watch that really made me run off and want to buy it. The other problem will be is that, the Fitbit Sense and the Galaxy Watch 4 are discounted to under $200 now, and they're very functional watches. Like, they do a lot of things. And so we'll see what happens in September when this comes out, unless it has something, if they're going to bring it out for $400 and then not have any added features, I don't think it's going to be a hot seller, but we'll have to wait and see. But we really don't know very much about it, other than this was the first time Google actually announced that there was such a watch. All right. They agreed to that there is a watch. They are getting it ready, and it will be out this fall. So we'll have to wait and see. A wait and see approach.
Before we go on, you want to?
Yeah, we should. Before we get into the news articles, let's deal with any comments. JJ says heat wave in Waukegan, Illinois, 80 degrees this week. Well, Mike Ungerman, if it's not Android or Apple OS, I'll certainly look into it. If it's not, Bill H says, I am looking forward to the Pi phone and Starlink. It should have far-reaching effects. You're right, Bill. Bill, are you going to pre-order one from Tesla? Tell me. We're anxious. We're all ears Jolin says, oh, and looking forward to checking out the Pixel tablet. Oh, I didn't mention. Yeah, Jolin's right. I didn't, for time constraints, well, maybe we'll do the Pixel tablet next week. I didn't talk about, this is a brand new tablet. They're called the Pixel tablet they're bringing out. Yes, right, Jolin. Thanks for reminding me. We'll put that in next week. And any more comments, Huey?
Yeah, I just changed it.
I currently use Google Pay almost daily when shopping in person. Great. With Google Wallet, yes. Huey and I, what we have to do, Huey, not only do we need to put Google Pay on our smartphones, but we need to put it on our Galaxy Watch 4s, right?
Yeah.
And so we can pay with the watch. I was talking to people at Costco yesterday, and I said, does anyone pay with their watch? And they said, oh, yeah. And I thought, oh, that's sort of cool. I got to do that.
Yeah, I keep
George,
getting reminders on my watch. And by the way, there was a watch update yesterday, too.
oh, was there? Okay, thanks. George, Victoria, in Canada, in-person banking deposit needs ID. Good luck convincing the teller that an image on the phone is real. Well, George, I don't know what bank you deal with, but I do all my deposits through my phone, right? I just take pictures of them and send them in. And I think all the banks, the Bank of Montreal in Canada was the last one to sort of do it, but I do all my, I never go in there. I just do all my deposits, take a picture of them and send them in. Do you guys do that too? Do you actually go in?
For deposits, of course, some of mine are mostly direct deposits.
Yeah.
If somebody gives me a check or I've got cash or something, they do require an ID on deposits.
Yeah,
right.
I never go into the bank for deposits except when, through APCUG as an example, I get a Canadian sending me a US dollar check drawn on the Canadian bank.
Right.
Those I have to go into the
Right.
So once a year I go into the bank.
But you do them all electronically, eh? You just take
all the
pictures.
others go electronically, yes.
Right. Bob, do you do that as well?
I don't do anything inside the bank.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't get a lot
There's no need to do that anymore.
Right. So I just take a picture of them and send them in. Michael says iris requirements look similar to the BC Services app. Right. That's right.
To be fair, anything that needs to be done inside the bank, I let Alice take care of it.
Very good, Bob.
There you go. Michael Swift says, love the idea of the Google glasses. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, very exciting. May not need hearing aids quite so soon. I think it's pretty cool. Bill H, we tried Google Meet this morning. It has different languages and they seem to work well. That's right. So Google Meet, of course, you can have people with different languages. That would be cool. But if we had people on our Monday show and they had to, maybe they weren't English speaking people and we could be translating back and forth, wouldn't that be cool? Jolin says, I still have my Glass, even though Google shut the project. Oh, so you still have them. Glass Translate is similar tech in adding translation. I use Google Translate almost daily. Oh, really? So I look forward to learning more. So I wonder if the Glass had bone conductor Glass had bone conductor speakers. Awesome. I wonder if Jolin sees. Jolin, of course, does a lot of computer tech work. She is a techie person who spends all day helping people. I wonder if she has non-English speaking people. I wonder if she uses it for that application. Be interesting.
Well, the Carolinas, they speak Southern.
Yeah. All right. So that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting.
I use the phone quite often at the senior center because I don't speak Spanish, and lots of them in my neighborhood, they speak mostly Spanish. So Google Translate is a lifesaver because I speak Spanish. I understand Spanish through the use of my phone.
Well, it'd be fun to have the glasses and have it translate when they don't know, that you can.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Because I'm sure there's some things. I'm sure there are some things that are being said that they don't translate either.
Yeah, and Mike says, got to get Ron on Starlink. And Mike, I've got a 1 gigabit connection coming in. I got Cat 8 cabling. I got all the high-tech stuff. I have no idea why it slows up sometimes. Jolin says, I'm glad they are continuing to use this. Yes. Michael says, I have a set of earbuds for traveling and they have active sound cancellation. Great for flying. I may get a pair. Yeah, I have 2 or 3 pairs. I like the ones I'm using. I think I told you guys this before. And these are on for $99 on our Monday show. I showed you guys these. I like these Samsung. You see them? These are these earbuds. The Samsung. They sit in the. They're little, and they don't actually go into the ear. They just sit on the outside of the ear. And someone asked me about these on Monday, and I put a link in the show notes, and I found out they were on Amazon for $99. I paid $250 for these, so they've got them on sale. So it's these are real comfortable to wear. They're noise canceling. They do all the things that the Pixel, that's what I'm saying about the Pixel earbuds. I didn't think there's anything really special about them that really was, because you've got all sorts of choices anyway.
The one thing you can do, and I don't know whether you can on other ones or not, but the noise canceling you can turn on or off. So if you're say running or walking,
Right.
you don't want to have noise canceling on, or that bus, if it blows the horn, you may not hear it.
You may not hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, your earbuds are nice until you lose one of them.
True story.
Yeah. So these are my favorites.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
ADL.
Yeah. Mike says the first watch that is widely available with glucose monitoring will be. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Everyone's waiting for that.
Saying that. Yeah.
We're all saying the same thing. Jolin says, I do deposits of check by phone. Why would you?
Take a picture and make the deposit.
Yeah, exactly.
We do. She does what you do, Ron.
We do a few times of language challenges. I use Google Translate for sure when that happens. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yep. I got to talk to Jolin about that. Maybe we'll see her today in our little tech session. She can tell us about that. I hadn't thought about that, but she can. It actually does the translation for you. Pretty darn cool.
Yep.
Hey, you guys, we got to get some articles. I told you I was going to work you hard today.
Yeah.
So
you worked yourself hard today.
So now we're gonna. So for those of you who are not aware, now we're gonna switch over to our Facebook page, and we're gonna go over a few articles because we don't have a lot of time left. We've already talked for 3/4 an hour. We have about 15 minutes left, so we'll go through a few articles. Ray, let me ask you, did you put any? I want to just Ray, have you got any articles? Did you put anything up that we should? I want to do yours first. Did you put anything?
I did one early this morning, and then I did 2 last night before I went to bed.
Let me get. I want because I want to just let me share this.
Yeah, I didn't put any up. I looked at some articles. I was about to put them up, and I said no. I think I want to use them for some other articles, so I didn't put them up.
We've got tons of stuff here. All right, I want to get Ray. Let me just. Here's one of Ray's. Hold on here. Let me get this out a little bit bigger for you. Where do we go here?
While he's doing that, for those on the podcast, he's going to our Facebook page and bringing up postings that we've done. And that's what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes. Several minutes.
Now, is this? All right. Here we go. Here's your first one, Ray. Go ahead.
All right. I was up this morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time to listen to this live news conference broadcast at 9 a.m. East Coast time, and it detailed this new image that reveals a super massive black hole within our Milky Way galaxy. And this is the first time this ever been captured, and they used the Event Horizon Telescope to get this. And this supposedly will help mankind with understanding further the evolution of our galaxy. Now, my personal knowledge of astronomy is what I would call, elementary grade level, 6th grade perhaps. But this announcement to me is groundbreaking. And this is a story I'm going to continue to follow going forward. And I would recommend that others do as well.
So all as I know is in Star Trek, when things get sucked into a black hole, things go, you go into another planet or space. What is are we going to get sucked into this, or what's happening?
No, I don't think so. It's far enough away where it's not going to affect our planet, but just the enormous size. I mean, they measure the size of these black holes, million times the size of our sun. I mean, It's just numbers that are mind-boggling, and that's kind of starting to fascinate me.
Okay, very interesting. I'm all ears. Thanks More is now. Was this up from the new telescope, Ray? That was up. What was it called? What's the?
It's
new-
called the Event Horizon Telescope.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure when it was put in space, but obviously with these telescopes in space now, they don't have any of the other problems that telescopes that are on land on the Earth's surface have. So they can see
Right.
so much further away.
Okay, I'm just going down here. I want to get your other articles. Where do we go? Oh.
You're not excited, are you, Ron?
I am. I talked about this before. This has nothing to do with Google, but I wanted to bring this up, Ray.
Okay.
This is the new Sonos Ray. Have you heard about the new Sonos speaker? So this is
No,
now.
I'm impressed that they used my name.
Yeah, they did. They named it after
They
you.
probably didn't give you any kind of a fee either, did they?
No,
Ray,
not at
it's
all.
called the Sonos Ray. Now it's $349. That's Canadian, so it's going to be about. I think this regular Sonos portable, the Sonos bar is about $500, and I think US it's going to be this Ray will be $250. I think this is the new Sonos, and I think it'll come in at around maybe 250, 275 US. And this is the news. They just announced it today. The new Sonos, the Sonos bar. I guess it's the
That's right, soundbar.
soundbar. So
The latest and greatest with sound bars and as well as certain kind of speakers is called Atmos. And what Atmos is, it's a level of the sound. So instead of the sound coming at you from the direction that's equal with your ears, Atmos, as an example, if you have a helicopter in a scene, you're going to hear the sound of the helicopter above you. The speakers are able to throw the
That's
sound
right.
in the appropriate direction. So I'm sure I haven't even read about this, but I would bet you this has the Atmos
no, it
feature as
doesn't.
well.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't have Atmos. You want
The
the Atmos.
$500 one does.
The $500 has the Atmos. The 250 doesn't. So, but it has all the other features that the Sonos. You can add your speakers and so on and so forth. We should. All as I'm saying is we should look into this because it's just announced today. We talked about it last week that it's coming, and this is going to be I think a hot seller for sound bars.
Well,
'Cause it's going
Sonos
to
is
be,
definitely a high end in this field.
that's right, and it's going to be
Yeah,
very competitively priced.
I'm looking on Amazon. They don't have it on there yet, but they do have a Sonos Playbar TV soundbar, wireless streaming and renewed, which means it's a refurb for $949 US. So they're not all $500 either.
Oh, I know. I think Costco, the one Costco has is around. Oh, I think it's $600 or $700. The Canadian that's in there.
Yeah, they had a different one for $549.
Yeah. Ray, the iPod is finally dead.
Long live the iPod. Yes, in our day when we were younger, technology lasted for decades and decades. The LP record came out in 1948, and it's still going strong. But modern technology seems to change every few years. There's something new, and the iPod, which was such a groundbreaker back in the year 2001. Where now you could truly carry your favorite 10,000 songs around with you in your pocket and listen to them at your convenience, that's passe. And giving Apple credit, they continue to update the iPod as recently as 2018. They came out with a new model, but that's the last model, and they've announced that when all those are sold off the shelves, that'll be it. They're not producing anymore. Why? Because these features are built into smartphones today, and or streaming, so you don't carry your own music; you just stream it. But the iPod was groundbreaking.
The iPod is the only Apple device I own, and I won it at one of the presentations I did at a club as one of the table prizes that was given away many years ago.
Yeah.
I bought my daughter her first iPod 25 years ago. 25 years ago. I remember I went over to Vancouver to give it to her. She was at university, and I took it over there. And she was in first year, and it was her birthday present 25 years ago.
Wow. The nice thing about the iPod was you could put all the songs you wanted, and then if you were walking or running or doing exercises or something, you didn't have to have any connection to anything. It just played right from the device.
Right, because it was your music saved
Yeah.
on your device, which is my preference, to be honest with you.
All right, let's Bob, you have what is this all about? Fix net applications fix. Can you tell it Windows 11? What's this about?
The latest update for Windows 11 killed a couple of things, or killed some things that will make programs not work.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Now, the recommendation is not to uninstall that update, because that update included quite a few fixes for zero-day exploits that have been exploited. So there is a way of fixing this, and my video shows you the steps to actually do the fix without having to uninstall that update.
Very good. And that's on our YouTube channel. They can just go there, or sorry, on our Facebook page.
Yeah, the link to it is on the Facebook page.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. There you go. This was an article I saw this morning, and Vancouver firefighters issue warning amid 5-fold increase in battery fires. Now, I went out to my garage yesterday, and my workbench has over 12 batteries being charged, from my tools for around my house to stuff for my bike, to all the batteries I have. And it's very interesting that the fires that are occurring now. If you read the article, the other thing that's interesting, I have a lot of Ryobi tools, and of course they all are powered by Ryobi batteries. If you go on Amazon, you can actually buy other batteries, like knockoff batteries that are not Ryobi, that will fit the tools. And in fact, this is one of the things this article talks about is, these batteries are not all the same standard. And some of the cheap batteries that you can get for your power tools that you're charging, or worse than that, even e-bikes, can lead to disastrous results. And the reason I put this on here was one of the things I did is I put in my garage, of course, there's a fire separating door that separates it from the house. If a fire was to start in the garage, I probably wouldn't know that until the whole house was on fire, because I'd never know it was because it's in the garage. So I put buy a fire alarm system, and I put it in the garage. And I think if you are charging your tools on a workbench, you've got all your stuff out in the garage, most likely you won't have a fire detector in there or a smoke alarm. You should put one over your tool bench, I think.
You should, once the battery has been charged, get it off. Don't leave it connected. Unfortunately, when it's done someplace that you don't keep an eye on, that's not always happening.
Exactly. Huey, this is the one that I was just talking about, and this is Samsung says Google Assistant will arrive on Galaxy Watch 4 this summer. Now, just to let everyone know, if you want to, Google I/O is 2 days, and it was on Wednesday and Thursday. I just watched the 2-hour, inaugural event, the keynote speech. But what's cool about all these places is they will take and summarize the 2 days into 12 minutes. So
I like that. I like that.
So you don't have, if you want to know what happened, I put this on put it on our page there. Click the button, and you'll find out all the highlights in 12 minutes. So,
I will remember how much time I saved.
They should have called this the No Bull Google I/O.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Bob, do you want to talk about this? Did we talk about this? I can't remember. Apple, Google, Microsoft want to ditch passwords to.
Yeah,
improve.
I did a presentation on that. And
right.
I think it was part of last Monday's show.
Okay. Yeah. That's this is getting actually big. It was on the news this morning, on
Mhm.
their national news, not on tech news. It was on the national news. Then I thought this is getting a lot of press. People obviously don't like passwords. They're not happy about passwords. So
The problem is people only like one password, and they're not using the one password that you need for a password manager.
right. Um, Now I put this up here. I must confess, I'm going to bare my soul to everybody. I do have my DJI drone, but I haven't used it. It's still sitting in the original box because I can't fly it anywhere in the Comox Valley. However, DJI just brought out the new DJI Mini 3. If you are getting interested in drones, this will even power itself through 50-mile-per-hour winds over water. Um, these things are pretty darn impressive. So this is just the new one that's come out. So if you are considering a drone, and you are considering sort of a higher end drone, I think this is going to be $600 or $700 versus $300 or $400 for the other one. So it is going to be more expensive, but it's going to be able to fly in some pretty difficult circumstances. So just let everyone know that I think this is out. DJI Hyper. I think this is out now, and I think you can actually purchase it. So it's interesting. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my. Does anyone want to buy a used, unused drone?
I have a Mini. I can't fly. DJIs are much easier to learn.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. The other one that came out yesterday, we didn't mention that Google Translate adds 24 new languages, 24 more languages. It's going to be, I mean, this is just really amazing. I know that some people going traveling over to Europe this next week, and they're planning on using Google Translate. So
yeah, when it says it supports over 130, I didn't realize there were that many languages.
That's right. And the other thing we didn't talk about, we didn't get into the software. We got more stuff for next week. But the other thing was, did you hear about the Google brings in automatic summaries to docs and chat? Now, have you ever had a situation where, you have a 3-page document that you have to look at and read or something, and you think, oh man, what, I don't want to read all this. Well, Google is going to actually automatically make a summary for you, like a half-page or quarter-page summary of what the document is. It's going to automatically do that. Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Isn't that crazy good?
I wonder how well it's going to be for those who are in schools and are devious. They're going to be able to take any kind of an essay or some readings or chapter from a book, and then get it into Google Docs, and then have it automatically do a summary and turn it in.
I did that when I went to school, because we used to have comic books that summarized books, and that's what I used.
Yeah, how about Cliff Notes? This is the 2022 version of Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
Google is going to do one other thing for those of us that produce videos. They are right now testing making summaries so that people can go to a specific part in the video, because a video has many, many different things in it. And what we do now for Tech for Seniors is you have a summary with all the different portions of that video. Well, that's going to be automated.
That's right.
So you won't have to do that anymore. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yep.
So what I do and what you do in when you create YouTube videos is we put what we call time chapters in, and these are stamps in there where you click on the link and it will take you right to that section of the video. Now, in all our videos for Tech for Senior, I put those chapters in the bottom. So if you want to jump to Bob's section, you just click the button and it'll take you right to Bob's section. But it takes me a lot of time to do that because I have to technically, put those markers in and create that. You're right, Bob. This is going to be a big boom because this is automatically going to do it. I'm so excited about that.
I used to do that for the Security News Roundup. I stopped doing it. I don't have the time to do that. Well, and now it's going to do it for me. Fabulous. Guess
It's-
what? It's almost the top of the hour.
It
Yes.
is. It is. We've done it. Another hour. So, Huey, do we have any more comments? Have we got anything to talk about before we go?
Well, let me see where we left
We
off
should
last
probably.
time.
Did
Not
we
sure if
do
we
them
did
all?
this.
New Pixel Pro will have find my earbud whether. Oh, okay, that's right, Jolin. Yeah, we'll have it. It'll find your earbud. So if you're mowing the lawn and one falls out and you can't find it, it's somewhere. Yes, indeed. Mike says, I still use my last model of iPod in my car dedicated to playing my audio files while driving, also when flying. And yes, well, I guess they'll still work, eh? Like your iPod will still work, right?
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah.
JJ says, I use my iPod Touch for Zoom cameras on Zoom meetings. Could do that too. Yeah, but again, your phone does all that, so it really is immaterial. Well, listen, it's top of the hour. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank you so much, and I want to thank, of course, Huey and Ray and Bob for coming, and we had such a great chat this morning, and an hour goes by faster each week we do this. So I want to thank everybody out there for coming and listening. This will be podcasted tomorrow. It'll be on our podcast network by tomorrow. And don't forget our Monday show. We're going to have a really great show for you on Monday. We can see everybody there. Of course, that is a Zoom meeting, and you can find the information at www.techforsenior.com. So until next week, hope to see everybody next week. We'll say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.